Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. That was the buzzer calling all the teams, all the players back to both benches. Good evening and welcome to Upper St. Clair Panther basketball. I'm Hank Chesko with my videographer, Anthony D. Rubis. Tonight's match features the Upper St. Clair Panthers versus our neighbors to the south, the Canon-McMillan Big Macs. It's a Tuesday night and it's kind of a sparse crowd. Looks like it's international night for the St. Clair students. We're going to turn it over here and listen to our PA announcer as he brings both teams into your living room.
The Big Macs of Canon-Mac and the Panthers of Upper St. Clair. The WPIAL has asked us to read the following message. Welcome to today's competition. Your paid or complimentary admission to this event entitles you to enjoy an exhibition of skills developed by the students in an educational setting. Please give these students your positive encouragement and support. Booing, taunting, or intimidating the officials or opponents is unfriendly and unacceptable. Thank you for your support of these student athletes.
We'll be introducing both teams. The Panthers come into this game 7-4 overall, but with a 1-3 record in the conference. The last week's game, the heartbreaking loss to Bethel Park, was a must-win. This is an absolute must-win.
Number 3, Kenyatta Brown.
Kenyatta Brown, number 3, one of the starters for Canon-McMillan.
Doug Wilson.
Doug Wilson, a forward and a junior.
Brett Haney.
I think that's Brett Haney, actually.
Number 50, Zach Wazalowski.
Zach Wazalowski, big man, about 6'6". And David Williams, number 5, another guard.
Scott Drakery, Brian Anselmino, Jeff Gibson, Charles Murphy, and Bill Haney.
This is a section game, and Canon-Mac comes in with a 7-5 record overall, 2-2 in the conference. Wins against Baldwin and Moon, losses to Mount Lebo and Char Valley. As usual, starting for the Panthers, we've got Mike Worthy.
21, Jordan Grabowski.
Grabowski, number 21.
Number 3, Derek Young.
Young, number 3.
Number 14, Ben Davitt.
Davitt, number 14.
And number 44, Joe Selleck.
Selleck getting the start again tonight.
St. Clair is coached by head coach Danny Holzer, assisted by Gavin Williams and Brian Bennett.
Over in the international crowd section, we've got some Eastern Bloc wrestlers, a few Chinese laborers, a couple of rabbis, a few Mexicans with their shawls and Sherpas, and a couple of burqas and terrorists. Quite the creative group tonight. And a few French berets and scarves. Student section about 30% full. Parent section about 65% full. Sparse crowd over on the Mount Lebanon side. No student section to speak of. Panthers going right to left, white uniforms, red numerals, black and red trim. Canon-Mac going left to right, blue uniforms, white numerals, yellow and white trim. 5-second call. Early on, pressure by Davitt. Again, a 5-second call is when you don't advance the ball towards the basket after 5 seconds. You can't just stand there and dribble if a man is guarding you. Nice interior pass from Grabowski to Selleck. He didn't go straight up knowing that the 6'6" Wazalewski was there. Rebound controlled by Kenyatta Brown. Williams tries to take Young one-on-one. Young wasn't buying any of his ball fakes. Nice baseline drive by Haney, couldn't control the ball. Cross-court pass to Young, three-pointer, air ball off of Sellup. It'll be Big Mac ball. Still no score early going, 1 minute gone here in the first quarter. A section match, 2-2 in the section for Canon-Mac, 1-3. If the Panthers have any hope at all. Nice coast-to-coast drive by number 3, Kenyatta Brown. That's the first score of the night. Makes the score 2-0 Canon-Mac. Three-pointer from Grabowski off the front rim. Sellup.
Joe Sellup for 2.
Sellup gets a nice offensive rebound and kind of flips the ball back towards the rim. Long rebound in the corner to Worthy. The 16-foot jumper from Haney wouldn't go. Young, he did not hesitate 1 second. The rebound hit the guide wire on the backboard, so that's out of bounds. Out of bounds to Canon-Mac. Full court pressure by the Panthers. Worthy picking up Haney. Ooh, thought I saw that left hand come up and double dribble. I guess not. Two as the clock winds, just under 6 minutes remaining, first quarter. There's a foul on the floor as number 24, Doug Wilson, made a dribble drive to the basket. He was held. He was held by Worthy. Team first foul, first personal. Wazalowski with the ball, 26 feet from the basket. You want him in the paint, not out in the three-point stripe. Entry pass, Wilson corrals it. Sellup deflected it also. Haney tried to go baseline, gave Sellup a little push with the left hand, no call. Nice help out defense from Davitt. Entry pass into Wazalowski. Little jump hook, bounces in and out. Panthers quickly down court. Grabowski with a spin and a dump to Sellup. Nice drop step by Sellup, but the 6'6" Wazalowski got over. When you catch the ball flat-footed and not on the run, at wingspan, Wazalowski 6'6", but he probably has a wingspan another 2 inches on top of that, so he probably plays like 6'8". First substitutions of the night. We have Schwab in for Sellup and Klein in for Young. Three-pointer from the corner. Grabowski can't get it to go. Schwab fighting for the ball. That little extra body contact on the smaller number 3, Kenyatta Brown, probably caused them to come down funny and walk. Grabowski with a 3. Panthers can't get a 3. Again, the long rebound hits the guide wire. That'll be side out for Canon-Mac. Score remains 2-2. 4:30 remaining, first quarter. Panthers have had some open shots from three-point range. Can't seem to get them to go. Again, live by the 3, die by the 3's sort of been the Panthers' motto all season. When they heat up, look out. That backcourt pressure, Grabowski flicks the ball away. Nice deflection. Davitt harassing Brown in the backcourt. Davitt with the flick from behind. Ball still controlled by Canon-Mac. Jump shot, long, rebound Klein. jump shot by David Williams was no good. Wide open three for Worthy. Rebound Grabowski. Running one-hander for Worthy. Finally, another basket. Backcourt pressure by the Panthers. Makes the score 4-2. 3:30 remaining in this low-scoring first half. Haney forces the issue with the dribble drive. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line for two.
Fouls on Joe Klein, his first, team second.
Duffy getting set to check in. First from Haney, rattles around and through. Selb checks in for Worthy. Duffy checks in for Worthy. Gives the Panthers sort of a big lineup with both Duffy and Schwaba in. First one also hits the front rim and bounce through. Shooter's touch for Mr. Haney. Ties the score up 4-4. Look for the Panthers to try to work it inside to either Duffy or Schwaba. Or maybe Dabbitt will take a running one-hander. Rattles in and out. Rebound controlled by the Big Macs. Haney has the ball knocked away by Schwaba. I think this is a mismatch. Panthers didn't pay for it. The quicker Haney was being picked up by the larger Schwaba. Haney, Kenyatta tried to jump the pass from, or actually that was Williams. Williams tried to jump the pass from Grabowski. Grabowski held up. Canon-McMillan was looking for a walk. A little curly kneel, shuffled, and a jump shot is good. That's a two. First 2 points by Grabowski makes the score 6-4, 2:26 remaining. Jumper by Wazalowski can't go. Dabbitt with a nice head fake and a reverse layup, can't get it to go. Schwaba with the rebound, muscles it up. He'll be shooting too. That's only the first team foul by the Big Macs so far, with 2:14 remaining first quarter. Schwab will be shooting two. First is good. First points by Schwaba for tonight. Second one is also good. Makes the score 8-4. Sell it back in for Schwaba. Big Macs have not gone to their bench yet. Coach Holzer has substituted freely. Young also back in. Young picks up Williams in the backcourt. Long three by Wilson. Offensive rebound by Wazalowski. Got a jump stop by Haney. Here comes Young on the fast break. Three-pointer from Klein. Front rim. Ball was tipped around by Duffy. He kept it alive. Sella with the good hands. Picked it up on a short bounce. Took a quick dribble. Went up strong. And he's going to the line for a three-point play.
Brent Haney, his first, team second.
Second basket by Sellup tonight. He'll be shooting one. It's good. Panther lead up to 7. Biggest lead of the evening, 11-4. 1:42 remaining first quarter. Wazalowski comes out high to set a pick. J.J. Kahn checked in when we weren't looking. Selb, not the guy you want leading the fast break. Three-pointer from Young. Front rim, no good. Rebound by number 24.
David Williams for three.
Williams with a three-pointer makes it 11-7. Jump shot from the corner. Duffy can't get it to go. Selb can't handle it. Saved by Kahn. Three-pointer from Klein. He gets it. Finally, the Panthers drain a three. Makes it 14-7. Just under a minute remaining. Couple of substitutions for the Panthers. Grabowski back in, along with Worthy. Joining Kahn, Selp, and Duffy. Number 13, DJ Johnson just checked in. A little bit of confusion on how to break that press. Worthy will put it back in. Free possession for the Panthers. Grabowski can't make them pay. Wasilewski with the rebound. Seth Petrus here in the last minute. Challenged by Worthy. Worthy gets a deflection. And then finally a steal. Tough defense by Mike Worthy, hustling. Selb with the pull-up jumper. It's short. Another deflection by Worthy. Picking up Haney at the top of the key. And that's the end of the first quarter. With the Panthers ahead 14-7. We're going to take a short break here, and then we'll recap the scoring before the beginning of the second quarter. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. That was a short break. First quarter is in the books. Upper St. Clair Panther basketball versus Canon-McMillan. 14-7. Panthers enjoying a 7-point lead and a very, very fast-moving game. Only two fouls committed on either team. Panthers, Worthy with 2, Grabowski with 2, Klein with 3, Selp with 5, Schwabel with a couple free throws. Over on the other side, only 7 points. Kenyatta Brown with a bucket, David Williams with a 3, and Brett Haney with a couple of free throws. Starting the second quarter for the Panthers, we've got Dabbitt, Young, Schwaba, Worthy, and Grabowski. Over on the other side, looks like we're back to the starting lineup of Kenyatta Brown, David Williams. Schwaba, that's his first bucket. Extends the lead to 16-7. Again, rounding out the lineup, we've got Williams, Brown, Wilson, Wasilewski, and Haney for the Big Macs. Tied up by Dabbitt. They used up 3.5 of his 5 seconds. 16-7, early going. Panthers with their largest lead of the evening and a must game. Oh, Dabbitt had smelled that pass out. I don't know how it got through his hands, but it did. And I think they're going to call the ball. Schwaba touched the ball while he was laying on the out-of-bounds line, so it'll be Canon-Mac ball. Number 4, Evan Beach in for Wasilewski. Results in a much, much smaller lineup for the Big Macs. Schwaba picking up Beach. Entry pass. Jordan can't hold it. Or Douglas can't hold it. Grabowski looks to drive. He gets fouled. I think they're going to, they're calling a shooting foul.
Foul on Brett Haney. That's his second team foul.
Only the third team foul. Panthers still with only 2. First one good from Grabowski. Gives Jordan 3 points. Number 21 checking in for the Big Macs, Jake Cadez. Second one no good. Rebound controlled by Young. 3-pointer from Dabbitt. Long rebound to Worthy. He can't get the putback to go. Ball finally controlled by the Big Macs. Williams crosses the half-court line. Is picked up by Grabowski. Very tentative pass there from Beach. Oh, Worthy goes down. He's either hurt an ankle or kicked in the shin. He's holding his left ankle. Looks like he's already wearing a brace on it, so this is not a good sign for the Panthers. Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take a short break while Mike is attended to, and we'll be back in a couple of minutes. Looks like that ankle could be severely injured. Mike's being helped off the court by the training staff, John and Joe. But it'll be Panthers ball. Hopefully he'll get some treatment and be back, but he could not put weight on the ankle, so that's never a good sign. Dabbitt, Klein, Young, Schwab, and Grabowski for the Panthers. Williams, Brown, foul on the inside. Williams, Brown, Beach. Wilson and Haney. Wasilewski back in for Wilson, along with Cadiz and Beach. Nice penetration by Young with a kick out to Dabbitt. Schwab had position on Wasilewski. Wasilewski went over his back. But again, that's a large back to try to go over. 17-7, 6:15 remaining second quarter. Panthers with a comfortable 10-point lead. 3-point rainbow from the corner from Young. Can't get it to go. Panthers are shooting one from three-point range. They've put a few up, but can't seem to get the ball to go. But the tenacious defense creating turnovers and good defensive rebounding. Nice entry pass. Nice entry pass from Cadiz to Brown. That's Brown's second basket. Makes the score 17-9. Schwab is setting up low. Baseline jumper from Grabowski. Points 4 and 5 for Grabowski. Takes the Panther lead back out to 10. 19-9. 5:30 remaining second quarter. Canon-McMillan very patient in their offense. Three-pointer from Brown. Can't get it to go. That was Williams, sorry. Now he needed to go straight up without taking a dribble. He took a dribble and went up left-handed. It's not good fundamental basketball, Mr. Schwab. 19-9. Oh, nice penetration and a drive. Nice cut by Brown, but he was fouled. Couldn't handle the pass. There was a little too much mustard on it. There's a foul on the floor. Salop and Coughlin in for Klein and Schwab. Cadiz to enter pass the ball in. Gets a bounce, tries to get the bounce pass into Wasilewski, but Salop was there to deflect it. Anticipated the pass and beat Wasilewski to the spot. And before he could get tied up on the ground or called for a travel, Wasilewski called a timeout. Quick recap of the scoring. 19 points for the Panthers. Worthy with 2, Grabowski with 5, Klein with 3, Salp with 5, Schwab with 4. Over on the other side of the ledger, we've got Kenyatta Brown with a couple of baskets for 4, David Williams with a 3, and Brett Haney of Green Acres fame. He's got 2 free throws. The game has not exactly been a pretty offensive battle so far. Both teams missing a lot of shots. Panthers missing a lot of threes. Not being able to control the rebounds, offensive rebounds. On the other hand, Canon-McMillan turning the ball over and missing short shots. Cadiz, along with Beach, Wasilewski, Williams, and Brown. Cadiz has to throw it long, goes through Dabbitt's hands. Brown controls it, gets the pass into Beach. Beach with a little head fake. Jumper from inside the paint. Can't get it to go. Oh, the wild cross-court pass from Coughlin to Young. Kenyatta Brown jumped that pass, and then Young, with a slight bit of frustration, trying to get the ball back, committed his first personal. Panthers now with 4 team fouls, with the clock stopped at 4:36 remaining, second quarter. Dabbit picking up Brown in the backcourt. Nice steal and a basket for Grabowski. Bit of a lazy pass there by the Big Macs. Takes the lead out to 12. Another kind of lazy pass. Grabowski couldn't decide whether to pass it to the cutting Young on the other side of the basket. He was sort of in no man's land, but fortunately for him, Jake Cadiz got called for the blocking foul. Grabowski will shoot 2. He was 1 for 2 in his first trip to the line. Make that 2 out of 3. Dabbit and Coughlin in front of the bench getting some one-on-one or one-on-two personal instructions from Coach Holzer. Second is also good. Makes the Panther lead 14, 23-9. Haney inbounds it quickly to Williams. Williams gets half a step, takes the little turnaround lefty jumper. It's good. 23-11. Most coaches like to see at least one pass before the shot's taken. Oh. Jumper from Young, way off the mark. Dabbit and Coughlin double team Haney in the backcourt, but there will be a foul on someone.
Fouls on Ben Dabbit, his first team 5th.
Duffy in for Young, along with Celup, Dabbit, Coughlin, and Grabowski. (23-11), Panthers protecting a 12-point lead. Oh, a little bit of contact. The ball's flicked away. Looked like it should have been some call there. Dabbit deflects the pass from Wazalowski. Evans tries to go baseline, but he forgot the ball. I'm sorry, Beach, Evan Beach. Beach tries to go baseline. Well, let's see what that call is. Pete put his left hand to his head. I guess that means let Jordan take a three-pointer. 23-11, Panthers still lead by 12 after an exchange of possessions. Williams drops the ball. Grabowski drops the ball. Pass off the backboard to Dabbit. All right, let's slow things down, boys, and set up our half-court offense, huh? Foul on the floor. This will be the 7th foul for Canon-Mac, so Dabbit should be going to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. Number 13, DJ Johnson had checked in when we weren't looking. Number 35, Kahn, into the game for the Panthers. Dabbit's first trip to the free throw line. No points yet tonight. First one in and out. He won't get a second. Nice hustle by Duffy. Gets his hands on the ball. Knocked out of bounds by Haney. Be white ball. Dabbit flashes to the basket, but Kahn can't get him the ball. Duffy trying to set up inside against Beach. Duffy gets called for a foul as he was trying to create some space for himself. He used an elbow. Number 24, Doug Wilson, in for Evan Beach. Some pressure in the backcourt by the Panthers. didn't get the turnover, and most of the pressure backs off. This is, with the exception of Wasilowski, this is probably one of the few teams that the Panthers have a bit of a height advantage against. Three-pointer from Wilson is good. Draws the Big Macs within 9. Selb tries to get some separation. Kicks it out to Dabbitt, but it's going to be a backcourt violation. A little sloppy play by the Panthers. Grabowski and Klein back in. Coughlin and Kahn will go to the bench. Looks like Schwab is also coming in. Schwab for Selb. So we've got Schwab, Grabowski, Duffy, Klein, and Dabbitt. On the other side, we have Johnson, Wilson, Haney, Wasilowski, and Brown. Could be a law firm. That's a little bit of a mismatch. You don't want Duffy on the quicker Kenyatta Brown. Haney tries to go in against Grabowski. Grabowski blocks the first shot. Haney hustling gets the loose ball off of the blocked shot and then is fouled on the second shot. 23-14, 9-point Panther lead. 1:38 remaining with Haney going to the line to shoot 2. That's Haney's third free throw. He's 3 for 3 from the charity stripe. Young in for Duffy. Second is also good. 23-16. The Panthers had an 11-point lead a few seconds ago, but the Big Macs chipping into it with a 4-0 spurt. I'll call 4-0 a spurt. 4-0 is hardly a run. Panthers haven't scored in the last 5 or 6 possessions. Been stuck on 23 for a while. Schwab with a nice drop step. A little too strong for Wasilowski. Takes the Panther lead back out to 9. Forced jumper from Brown. The Panthers can't control the bad miss. Haney and Wilson in for Beach and DJ Johnson. 58.8 seconds remaining, and again in a quickly moving game. Both teams are finally at 7 and 7 on the free throws, so any other fouls in the last 50 seconds will definitely be shooting. Turnaround jumper from the inside the paint. We had a foul on the rebound. Not sure who it's on. I think they're going to call it on Schwab, even though I think it should be on Wilson. Wilson bounced off of him and Schwab got the foul. Evan Beach and DJ Johnson back in. It appears that Canon-Max doing the old offense-defense swap. Wasilowski yet to get on the scoreboard tonight. And he misses badly, but gets his own rebound. Can't get it to go. Score remains 25-16. 32 seconds remaining. First half. Here on a basketball night in Upper St. Clair. Here's the Panthers will be content to take the last shot and go into the locker room with at least a 9-point lead. Jumper from inside the paint. Wasilowski rebound. Big Macs need to bring it. 8 seconds remaining. Schwab picks up the point guard. A desperation pass and a desperation shot. Can't get it to go. Well, there you have it. The first half is in the books, ladies and gentlemen. It's 25-16. Panthers with a 9-point lead. We're going to take a break. We'll come back and recap the scoring as we begin the second half. Why don't you go get a cold drink? That's what I'm going to do, and we'll see you in a few minutes. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. There was the buzzer calling both teams back to their respective benches. Halftime is over. We had a performance by the competitive cheerleading squad. Panthers have a 25-16 lead, 25-16, 9-point lead. Quickly recapping the scoring before the teams take the court. Worthy with 2, Grabowski leading all scorers with 9, Klein with a 3, Selb with a couple of buckets and a free throw for 5, and Schwab with a couple buckets and 2 free throws for 6. Panthers are 6 of 8 from the free throw line this evening. Over on the other side, Kenyatta Brown with a couple of baskets, David Williams with 5, Brett Haney 4 for 4 from the line, and Doug Wilson with a 3. You can either call that balanced scoring or minimal scoring, but at any rate, Panthers with a 9-point lead, 16 points in the first half by Canon-Mac is not going to win a lot of games. Panthers will start the third quarter with Klein, Young, Grabowski, Dabbitt, and Selb. If you remember in the first half, Worthy went down with an ankle injury. He's back out on the court, but has his left foot in a walking boot. Whether that's precautionary or indicative of a worse injury, I do not know. On the other side, we have Haney, Wazalowski, Brown, Williams, and Wilson. Wilson, Doug Wilson. Panthers started out the game forcing a 5-second call. Now they start the second half with that tough in-your-face man-to-man defense and get a 5-second call and the ball. Grabowski with a 3. It's good.
Grabowski for 3.
Gives Grabowski 15 for the night. 15? 6 and 6? No, not 6 and 6. 6 and 6 is 12. Sorry.
Timeout, Canon-Mac.
Canon-Mac not wanting this game to get out of hand. They wasted their first possession, and Grabowski comes back with a 3 to take the Panther lead out to 12. They know that the Panthers can get hot from three-point range, and three-point shooting is kind of contagious in both directions. Panthers get a couple of threes, and the next thing you know, you're down 18, and the game's over. Canon-Mac wants to get control of the game and make sure his team, his youngsters know what he wants them to do, what he wants them to execute on this next offensive possession. And this is a big possession for the Big Macs. Some upcoming information on upcoming game for the Panthers. We have an away game on the 13th against Moon. And then we're home on the 17th, which is next Friday, against Mount Lebanon. And then we're home on the following Tuesday, the 20th, against Char Valley. So once we get past Moon, hopefully we'll have even our record at 3-3. A couple of tough games against Mount Lebanon CV coming up. Klein with a little bit of a sloppy pass into Dabbitt. Dabbitt returns the favor on a sloppy pass to Young. And it's Big Mac ball. .12 Panther lead. 7 minutes remaining. Early stages, third quarter. Head fake from Wilson, but in addition to faking with his head, he faked with his feet, and that's not allowed. Kind of a ticky-tacky call against Williams. I think that would have been a good no call. Certainly a no call on the playground. Entry pass to Salop. Goes in deep, kicks it back out. Didn't like his chances against the 6'6" Wazalowski. Three-pointer from the top of the key is good from Grabowski. Grabowski gets back-to-back threes to take the Panther lead out to 15, 31-16. Dabbitt jumps the entry pass on the fast break. Klein with a wild cross-court pass. He saw Grabowski out of the corner of his eye and wanted to get him his third three. Haney putting the ball in. Stolen by Dabbitt. Dabbitt with a little jumper long. Coast to coast from Kenyatta. Nice bounce pass. Oh, a little too long. Derek tried to put some backspin on that bounce pass. Another steal by Dabbitt. Over to Dabbitt, setting the record for most steals in the 32nd period. And a quick 8-0 spurt, all of it from Grabowski, as the Panthers out to a 17-point lead. Grabowski the only one that scored on either team so far in the third quarter. Dabbitt is seemingly everywhere. Grabowski is feeling it, and he hits again. That's 20 for Grabowski, 11 here in the third quarter. And the running one-hander from Haney stems the tide. 36-18. Panthers have run this out. Well, actually, Grabowski has run this out to an 18-point Panther lead. They're going to feed him. Schwaba thought he was going to put another one up with the hot hand. Coast to coast. Williams can't get it to go, but he's fouled as it gets to the basket. Fouled by Klein.
Fouls on Joe Klein, his second. Team first.
Williams will be shooting two. First bounces out. Makes the Big Macs 4 for 7 from the free throw line tonight. Make that 4 for 8. Rebound battled for. Young has it. Gets it out to Grabowski. Grabowski decides to slow it down with the 18-point lead, 36-18. No need to rush a shot. Dabbitt went down hard. There might be a little slippery spot there on the court. If the Panthers don't shoot again, they win by 18. Entry pass into Schwaba. There were three men around them. Doug Wilson called for the blocking foul. Wilson thought he had position. But when the man goes up like Schwaba did, you can't jump underneath him and get an offensive foul. You have to give him space to come down when he's jumping to get the pass. First is short from Schwaba. So while it may feel like an offensive foul to young Mr. Wilson, it wasn't. 36-18, Panther lead stays at 18. Schwaba with his second free throw. Gets it to rattle home for his 7th point of the night. He's 3 for 4 from the free throw line. It's going to be a timeout, Canon-Mac. Kenyatta Brown didn't like the defense he saw the Panthers in. Well, the score was 25-16 at the end, at halftime. Panthers have gone on a 12-2 run, mostly due to the hot shooting of Jordan Grabowski, who has 10 of those 12, actually has 11 of those 12 points. Schwaba being the first person not named Grabowski to score in the third quarter for the Panthers. that hot shooting. 9-17 leads Grabowski with 20 points here almost midway through the third quarter. Quick reset, Canon-Mac has 3 team fouls so far in the second half. Panthers have only committed 1. Coming out on the court for the Panthers, we've got Schwaba, Klein, Dabbit, Young, and Grabowski. If you're just joining us, ankle injury in the first half to Mike Worthy. He's on the bench now with his foot in a walking boot. Haney to inbounds the ball, teamed with Brown and Williams, Wilson and Wazalowski. Klein picks up Williams. A little head fake by Wazalowski and a step back. Can't get it to go. Here comes Grabowski. Bounce pass to Dabbit. Head fake baseline drive. A wide open Klein. Short. Grabowski keeps it alive very nicely. 3. Dabbit can't get it to go. 37-18, 19-point Panther lead. Two-pointer from Haney. They're conferring. No, they just changed it to a 3. 2 refs called it a 2. 1 ref called it a 3. I guess that's not a democracy. Cuts the Panther lead to 16. Some backcourt pressure from the Big Macs. Little lollipop pass to Young. Dabbit with a wide open 3. He can't get it to go. Long rebound. Here come the Big Macs. Williams on the break. Nice pass and a steal from Young. He goes up strong. He was looking to drop the pass back over to either Grabowski or Klein, but neither one of them gave him enough separation. They allowed the one defender to guard both of them, and he really didn't have any angle to get the pass into them. So he'll go to the line to shoot 2. First free throw from Young is short. Panther lead remains 37-21. Second rattles around and in. 38-21, 17-point Panther lead. 3:34 remaining, third quarter. Dabbit picks up Brown. Brown beat him on the dribble, but Dabbit with a little swipe from behind. Young with the lefty layup. Brown comes from nowhere to make a nice defensive play. Seems to be a little consternation on the, but they did call a foul, I think, on the, not on the original block, but on the second effort. That'll be 5 team fouls against Canon-Mac. Duffy checked in when we weren't looking. 3-pointer from Young, in and out. Duffy hits the ground hard. Haney tries to get a quick break, but the all hands team from St. Clair gets the ball into Grabowski off the steal, gives him 22. Wazalowski foul in the backcourt on the full court pressure from Canon-Mac. We've got Coughlin, Grabowski, Young, Klein, and Duffy for the Panthers. Over on the other side, we've got Doug Wilson, number 2, Seth Petrus in for the first time. DJ Williams, number 13, also in, along with number 3, Kenyatta Brown and Wazalowski. Wide open 3 for Young. And again, another, that's the third time we've seen a rebound go high and long and get the guide wire. Brett Haney going for some treatment with trainer Joe, so he'll be out for a little while. He's walking okay, so it must be a hand or shoulder, maybe some blood that they have to clean the blood up. Evan Beach with a nice baseline drive and a kick out. Joel Klein had the box out, but he could box out Kenyatta Brown long enough. Brown got the rebound and is going to the line for a three-point play. Panther lead cut to 15, 40-25. In and out, nice box out by Duffy. That's using your derriere. Coughlin a little out of control. Ball out of bounds off of Evan Beach. Couple of substitutions here. Number 21, Jake Cadiz. Number 24, Doug Wilson. And number 12, Brett Haney back in for the Big Macs. Three-pointer from Grabowski doesn't go again. Another ball hits the support on the bucket or on the backboard. It's at least the third time that's happened tonight. Canon-Mac driving me crazy with these substitutions. Number 5, David Williams back in. 15-point Panther lead, 2:09 remaining. And not to be outdone, Coach Holzer gets the last sub in before the ball comes in. He has Davitt over here matching up against Doug Wilson. Panther lead was as much as 19. Jump shot, can't get it to go. Long rebound controlled by Klein. Davitt with a little head fake. Ball poked away by Brown. Brown on the fast break. Pass from Williams. That's 8 points for Brown. Cuts the Panther lead to 13. Grabowski pull-up jumper is good.
Grabowski for 2, timeout, Upper St. Clair.
24 points for Grabowski. Exactly half of all the points for the Panthers, 42-27. Looks like Coach Holzer called a timeout to rein in some control. The game had gotten a little bit out of hand there. A little racehorse basketball was favoring Canon-McMillan as they cut that 19-point lead down to 12, but now it's back up to 15. Recapping the scoring, all you have to know is that Grabowski has 24, and he's had most of those here in the third quarter. The Panthers had a 9-point halftime lead, raced out to a 19-point third quarter lead. Little spurt back for the Big Macs, and now it's back up to 15, 42-27. Helping Grabowski out are Worthy with 2, Young with 1 free throw, Klein with 3, Selb with 5, and Schwaba with 7. No one else in double figures for the Panthers. That boot that Worthy is wearing is in fact not a walking boot, but he is on crutches, keeping all the weight off that left foot that he injured in the second quarter. Panthers come back out with Schwaba, Grabowski, Klein, Davitt, and Selb. Haney, Williams, Brown, Wilson, and Wazalowski for the Big Macs. 1:18 remaining third quarter, 15-point Panther lead. Williams picked up by Grabowski. I think Haney shuffled his feet, but he takes the jumper. He did not hesitate for 1 second. Haney leading scorer for the Big Macs with 12. Crummy bounce pass from Grabowski. Got the ankle of Davitt. Doesn't look good right now. It is very, very sloppy for the Panthers. Lead down to 12. Canon-Mac with possession. Chance to cut it, bring it back into single digits. Little give and go on the inbounds pass. Haney looks to drive. Force that shot. Easy block for Young. 32 seconds remaining. Will the Panthers chuck up a three, or will they hold it for the last shot? "16 seconds remaining. "8 seconds. Somebody needs to shoot. Dabbit penetrates, kicks it back out to Cellup. Not exactly the three-point shooter that you wanted. Well, the third quarter's in the books, ladies and gentlemen. 42-30, Panther 12-point lead. We're going to take a short break here at the end of the third quarter, and we'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. One more quarter of exciting Upper St. Clair basketball. Panthers with a 42-30 12-point lead. They had extended that 9-point halftime lead out to 19, but the Big Macs, undaunted, came back and put it together a couple of runs of their own, put together some good defense, had a couple of stops, and here we are with a 12-point lead. Some of those baskets from Grabowski at the beginning of the third quarter, that lead has been frittered away. We've got Klein, Young, Schwaba, Dabbit, and Grabowski for the Panthers. Haney, Brown, Williams, Taylor, Wilson, and Wazalowski. Three-pointer from Klein. Rattles home. That's the second three for Klein. Takes the Panther lead out to 15, 45-30. Opening minutes, fourth quarter. Wilson has a little trouble controlling the ball. Swatted at by Grabowski. And they're going to call that on Dabbit, a floor foul on Dabbit. That was a bit ticky-tacky.
Fouls on Dabbit, his second, team third.
Yeah, that's not a foul in the NBA, and I'm not sure it's a foul in Whitfield either. But at any rate, jump shot from the corner. I think Wazalowski was over the large back of Jack Schwaba. When Schwaba gets position, Wazalowski really doesn't have much of a chance. Team seventh will be shooting 1-1. Well, the Panthers will be shooting the rest of the way. Panthers have only committed 3 team fouls themselves. This is Schwaba's third trip to the line. He's 3 for 4 so far. Let's see if he gets the front end of the 1-1 and gets the bonus shot. First is good. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Schwaba. Give Schwaba 8 points for the night. Panther lead up to 16. Second is also good. Schwaba 5 of 6 from the free throw line, 9 points. Haney picked up by Young as he crosses the midcourt line. A little lefty shot by Wazalowski. 4 points for Wazalowski. Panthers break the pressure. A little head fake from Young. He had half a notion to dump the ball into Schwaba, but again, the defender cut the angle. Doug Wilson made a comment away from the ball, and he just got teed up. I'm not sure what he said. He didn't like the call, but sometimes it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Looks like David's going to go to the line to shoot the technical. The foul was against. Young was the player that was fouled. Usually you shoot the fouls, the real fouls first, then the technical, then you get possession of the ball. So I expect Young to step up to the line first. And that's exactly what we're going to have happen, I think. Canon-McMillan coach getting an explanation as to what bad word Doug Wilson said to get the technical foul. But again, it's not at a good time. You know, the Big Macs are down 15. Every possession matters, and basically giving the Panthers a couple of free throws and then a free possession when you need stops, that's not a recipe for success. I think we're going to have Young shooting a 1-and-1 first. I don't believe he was in the act of shooting. Well, if he's shooting the 1-and-1, why are you putting, or are they erasing the technical? If they're erasing the technical, I guess they're forgiving Mr. Wilson for his misdeed. Although I clearly saw the ref in front of me put his hands in the sign of a T. Young makes the first. That's his second free throw for the night. And his third rims out. So apparently there was no technical. 48-32, 16-point Panther lead. Haney gets half a step on the baseline. Klein just stands there with his arms up in the air. Haney runs into his arms, and the foul is on Klein. When you have a 16-point lead, you do not want to allow the other team to score with the clock stopped. You don't want to foul. Haney a perfect 5 for 5 tonight to go with a couple of threes and a 2 for 13. Leading scorer for the Big Macs. Second is also good. Grabowski puts the ball back into the middle. Ball's knocked away from Dabbit from behind. Grabowski decides to go coast to coast. 14-point Panther lead, 6:4 remaining. Dabbit with the stretch to the basket, couldn't get it to go. Little reach-in foul there, or blocking foul by number 3, Kenyatta Brown.
Fouls on Kenyatta Brown, his third.
That'll be the 10th team foul, so the Panthers will be shooting 2 the rest of the way. First one is short off the front rim and then the back rim by Grabowski. He's 3 for 5 tonight from the free throw line. Second is also rims out. Cannot add to his game high 24 points. 14-point Panther lead, 6:20 remaining. Canon-McMillan needs to show a little sense of urgency. You know, they're going to call that on Coughlin, but you know, it certainly appeared to me that Haney fell. Haney putting the ball in underneath the Panther basket. Wasilewski has it slapped away. Schwaba controls the ball. Coughlin, Dabbit, Schwaba, Grabowski, and Young for the Panthers. Entry pass to Schwaba. Wasilewski came up just a little too hard from behind on that. And it'll send Schwaba to the line to shoot 2.
Wasilewski is 4.
Schwaba 5 of 6 from the line. Make that 5 of 7. One more free throw for Schwaba, trying to add to the Panther 14-point lead. Second is good. Puts Schwaba into double figures for the Panthers. Number 3 picks up number 3 in the backcourt. Wasilewski trying to get possession. Nice dribble drive from Brown. He can't get it to go. But a nice cleanup of the offensive glass by Doug Wilson. That gives Wilson 5 points for the evening. Cuts the Panther lead to 13. Doing a quick recount of the Big Mac scoring. They've got 36 points through 3.5 quarters. Leading scorer for them is Brett Haney with 6 for 6 from the free throw line, a couple of threes and a bucket for 15. Kenyatta Brown has 8, David Williams 5, Doug Wilson 5, Zach Wazalowski 4. Over on the other side, it's the Jordan Grabowski show. Jordan with 24 and Schwaba with 10. And after that, we have Selb with 5, Klein with 6. Both Dabbitt and Dabbitt hasn't scored from the field, nor has Young. Young has a couple of free throws, and Worthy had 1 basket before he left the game with the ankle injury. Just mentioning some upcoming games, if you didn't hear me earlier, on the 13th, which would be next Tuesday. 13th would be, no, this weekend. You probably won't see this game on TV. That would be Friday, actually. Friday night away at Moon. Next Tuesday, home against Mount Lebanon. And then next Friday, the 20th, home against Char Valley. So 2 upcoming home dates to mark on your calendars. The 17th against Mount Lebanon and the 20th against Char Valley. You'll see some couple pretty good Quad A teams. Young, Grabowski, Klein, Dabbitt, and Selb. Intentional foul, what looked like an intentional foul in the backcourt, where they just grabbed Grabowski. He'll be shooting 2. Running out of room on the scoring sheet for Grabowski. First is good. Some offense-defense substitutions now for the Big Macs. Wazalowski, Wilson, Haney, Brown, and Williams back in. Schwaba, Duffy, Grabowski. Second one is no good. Panther lead at 14. Klein and Dabbitt in for the Panthers. We've got a problem with the clock. This happened in the JV game last week where the clock was just showing random characters. Looked like it went into hexadecimal mode across all the lights and then came back. The buzzer stopped the play. Coach Holzer was having a bit of a fit on the sidelines, trying to get them to stop the clock. But with 5:35 remaining, a 14-point Panther lead. Into Wilson, goes up strong against Grabowski. Panther lead down to 12. Three-pointer from Klein, front rim. Rebound Duffy. A little bit of contact, but Duffy just falls over and goes out of bounds. Not sure that three-pointer from Klein was what Coach Holzer wanted. Young checks in. Coughlin checks in. And the scoreboard is blank again. Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take a short break, and I'm not going to sit here and bore you with stories while we try to fix the scoreboard. So we're going to take a short break, and we'll be back after our technical difficulties are taken care of. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Our scoreboard, at least for the time being, is functional once again. It's showing the Panthers with a 12-point, 50-38 lead. 5:11 remaining, fourth quarter. And it's going to be Canon-Mac ball, putting it in underneath the St. Clair basket. We've got Dabbitt, Coughlin, Klein, Young, and Schwaba. Over on the other side, we've got the starting lineup of Brown, Williams, Wilson, Kozlowski, and Haney. Haney with a 3 is good. Haney can shoot the ball. Cuts the Panther lead to 9. Klein double teamed in the corner, needs help. Nice play by Young to quickly get the ball up court. Schwaba tries to go in strong, can't get it to go. Nice steal by Klein. I think you don't 1-on-2, just kick the ball out. There it is. Three-pointer, can't get it to go. Panthers worked around and got an open three-pointer for Dabbit. Three-pointer, in and out. Rebound, Schwaba. Doug Wilson couldn't get it to go. Panthers pushing the pace when they really don't need to. Wasilewski can't handle the ball. Another three-pointer from Wilson. Rebound controlled by Klein. That's going to be a blocking foul. Again, you have to give the man space to come down with the ball. You can't jump in front of him when he's up in the air not looking and expect to get the offensive foul. It looks like an offensive foul, but it's not. He has to give the man a step to come down with the ball. It's very simple. 9-point lead, Klein to the line. Misses the first. Panther lead stays at 9. Second is good. Panther lead at 10. Oh, it's been an exciting last couple minutes. Panthers have been in this position before where they had a double-digit fourth quarter lead against Peters Township on the road at Peters and managed to fritter that lead away. Hopefully we don't see that happen here tonight. Reviewing the scoring again on the Canon-Mac side. Kenyatta Brown with 8, Williams with 5, Brett Haney with 6 of 6 from the free throw line to go with 3 threes and a bucket for 17. Wilson has 7 and Zach Wasilewski has 7. Wilson took a couple of long threes the last 2 trips down the court for Canon-Mac. Could have brought them back within 6 if he hit those, but he missed badly on each of them. Over on the other side, we've got Grabowski with 24, Klein with 7, Klein off the bench with 7, and Schwab off the bench with 10. Some nice bench production for Coach Holzer tonight. After that, we've got Selb with 5, Young with 2, Worthy with 2, and Dabbit, who started and has played a great defensive game, has yet to get onto the scorers table. We've got Dabbit, Coughlin, Klein, Young, and Schwaba. On the other side, Brown and Williams, the Tobacco Company, along with Wilson, Kozlowski, and Haney. 10-point Panther lead, 3:45 remaining. Haney has been their go-to guy. He's got a sweet jumper. Gets a step on Dabbit, can't get the running one-hander to go. I think we want to kill some clock, but Dabbit says, I'll have none of that. They're going to let me shoot from the foul line. I'll just step up and drain this little jumper. Williams drains the jumper, and I do mean jumper. Panthers break the press pretty easily. An ill-advised pass from Dabbit. He thought he had Schwaba open. Really didn't need to force that pass in there. Again, you have a 10-point lead, 53-43 with 3 minutes remaining. Really no reason to force the action. If you have an open pass, if you have an open shot, take it. But the high-risk pass this isn't indicated at this point in the game for the Panthers. Quick game reset. We've got 6 team fouls for the Panthers, so Canon-McMillan will be shooting 1-and-1 on the next free throw. The Panthers have been in the bonus, the double bonus, for at least 3 or 4 minutes now, and they'll be shooting 2 shots on everything except shooting fouls the rest of the way out. Klein getting a lot of playing time tonight with the ankle injury to Worthy. He's joined on the court by Grabowski, Young, Sellup, and Davitt. Panther ball. Nice inbounds pass to Grabowski. Gives him 26. Cadiz and DJ Johnson in with Evan Beach. An air ball and a twisted ankle from David Williams. He's hobbling a little bit, but he doesn't want to come out. Press is broken by the pass to the middle of the court. Wild cross-court pass from Klein. Number 2, Seth Petrus, who's in for defense. I think he was in there to foul whoever had the ball, and he fouled the leading scorer with 26, Jordan Grabowski. He'll go to the free throw line to make 2. For all his shooting from the field, Grabowski hasn't been all that spectacular from the free throw line tonight, shooting 4 of 7, actually 4 of 8. Make that 5 of 9, 27 points. Wholesale substitutions for Canon-Mac, bringing the starting lineup back in. Again, doing the offense-defense switcheroo. Schwaba in for the Panthers along with Coughlin. Second is also good. 28th point from Grabowski takes the Panther lead out to 14, 57-43. 2:35 remaining. Canon-Mac's going to have to score and score in a hurry. Some backcourt pressure. They tried to trap, and the trap resulted in a turnover. Out of bounds off of St. Clair. It'll be Canon-Mac ball with another chance to cut into the 14-point lead. Brown, Williams, Haney, Wazalowski, and Wilson. Nice individual move by Kenyatta Brown. Couldn't get the reverse layup to go. It's going to send Grabowski back to the line.
Fouls on Kenyatta Brown is 5th.
First one is good. Makes that 30 points for Grabowski. Actually, no, that's 29. That makes it, no, that is 30. That makes it 30 points for Grabowski. Second is good. Tries to get his own rebound, but I think they're going to call a lane violation on Grabowski. 58-43. Second is no good. 15-point lead. Jake Cadiz checks back in along with DJ Johnson. And we've got a little confusion. There's chaos here. There's chaos. Somebody's got to get control here. Young, Grabowski, Coughlin, Schwaba, and Davitt. Nice shake and bake move from Williams. And again, they try to foul Grabowski. Someone should tell them that he has 30 points. Guess who they fouled? Grabowski goes to the line. We're having some seating issues here in the reserved section. Grabowski's first is good, giving him 31. Takes the lead back to 14 with 1:44 remaining. I think the Panthers have this one in hand. I may have said that last week against Bethel Park. Second is good for 32 for Grabowski. Lefty jumper from inside the paint.
Williams for 2.
Gives Williams 11 points for the night. Again, they've been fouling now for the last 4 minutes. It's starting to get a little old. Duffy goes to the line.
Fouls on Brett Haney, his 4th.
That was the 31st free throw that the Panthers have attempted this evening. It's enough to give an announcer a sore throat. Second is good. They're 18 for 31 from the free throw line, 18 for 32. DJ kicks it over to Cadiz. Cadiz gets the three-pointer to go. Cuts the Panther lead to 11. And guess what? There's a foul on the floor. Cadiz, Johnson, Williams, Wazalowski, and Haney out there right now for the Big Macs. Panthers have stayed with this lineup for a few minutes. First one from Derek Young is good. Makes him 3 of 5 from the free throw lane tonight. He's out there with Grabowski, Coughlin, Duffy, and Davitt. Second is also good.
Timeout.
Holzer, why do you need a timeout? We want to go home. You got 1:10 left. Well, we're going to go through the scoring one last time with 1:13 remaining, and this will be our final recap for the night. We won't do one after the game. Worthy with 2, Young with 4, Davitt with 2. All you need to know is Grabowski has 32, Klein has 7, Selp has 5, Duffy 4, Schwab 10. Or Duffy has 1, excuse me. Duffy has 1, Schwab has 10. Some nice bench for production from Klein with 7 and Schwab with 10 off the bench tonight for Coach Holzer. For the last 1:13, we've got Young, Duffy, Davitt, Coughlin, and Grabowski. Wilson to put the ball in. 13-point Panther lead. Coast to coast by Haney. And a foul. It gives Haney 19 points.
Fouls on DJ Johnson, his 2nd.
That basket cut the Panther lead to 11. Young back to the free throw line. First is good. Second is also good. It's been a parade at the free throw line for the Panthers tonight. 13-point lead. Long jumper by DJ Johnson, and it's good. That's his first basket of the night. Some bench three-pointers here in the last couple minutes by Cadiz and DJ Johnson for the Big Macs, keeping them in the game.
Fouls on DJ Johnson, his 3rd.
That three-pointer from Jake Cadiz cuts the Panther lead back to 10 with 50 seconds to go. First is good, 33 points for Grabowski. Second is no good. That's 10 free throw points for Grabowski. Williams tries to drive through a crowd. Ball out of bounds off of St. Clair with 44.4 seconds remaining. Haney to put the ball in. Bounce pass into DJ Johnson. He's tied up by Dabbitt and Grabowski. Possession arrow favors the Big Macs. Cadiz to throw the ball in. He's guarded by Young. Wilson can't get the jumper to go. Are they going to... Duffy pulls it back out. Could have gotten a little bunny there. I think the fouling may be over. Please tell me you're not going to foul anymore. It's 11 points with 19 seconds to go. And I think they're calling off the Dogs. Well, there you have it. The fourth quarter is about into the books. Panthers pulled a 2-3 in the section. Canon-Mac drops to 2-3 in the section. Not sure what that little nonsense was there. But at any rate, there you have it. 66-55 is the final. Panthers hold on for an 11-point lead. Shot almost 40 free throws. We'll see you next week. As I said earlier, we're away at Moon this Friday. Then home games on the next week against both Mount Lebanon on the 17th and Char Valley on the 20th. They should be exciting. The gym should be full. Come on out and see the Panthers. A couple of real big section games. Good night. Thank you. Again, thanks to my videographer, Anthony DeRubis, for helping us out tonight.